Good morning, dear students. In my previous class, I narrated the story of Ulysses and Cyclops written by Charles Lamb. How Ulysses and his men, they went into the Cyclops cave. Then the whole day they spent their time drinking liquor. The next, that day evening, they heard astounding sound as though the house was falling. They were shocked to see the gigantic Cyclops Polyphemus, a monster who was savage, who was looking very cruel. He entered the cave with his eaves, goat and sheep. He led them inside, and Ulysses, he started eating all Ulysses' men. He grabbed two of his men and he devoured them. He drank the eaves' milk because he had reared eaves and sheep. And he drank that, and then he was surprised to see Ulysses and men who were hiding in the corner. Then when Cyclops told that, I will be eating two of you every day. He was so cruel, brutal in his body and mind. He did not have any kindness towards Ulysses and his men. At last, when he slept that day, Ulysses and his men, in my previous class I told, they planned to kill. They planned to make him blind. Otherwise, it was not possible for them to go out of the cave because the mouth of the cave was shut. It was blocked by a big boulder. Only Cyclops Polyphemus could open the mouth of the cave. Only he could push the big boulder, not the ordinary men. So they thought of a plan, Ulysses and his men. They brought one big wooden log, the wooden stick. They made its edge, point, and then it is called as wooden stake. Wooden stake. As it was planned earlier, then this demon, monster, when he is awake, they cannot pierce. This Cyclops had an eye on his forehead. So when he is awake, they cannot pierce his eye and make him blind as it was planned earlier. So what he told, Ulysses went near the Cyclops giant monster and he told, "O Cyclops, take this bowl of wine." When he offered a bowl of wine, Cyclops was eager to see because never he had seen what is wine. It was made out of rich grapes. And then when he offered, whatever is given by your guest you have to accept, you just drink this. When he asked many times, then Polyphemus took the bowl of wine. It was new to him. He started to drink it. He enjoyed the taste of the wine. After enjoying the taste of wine, he started asking Ulysses to give more wine. Ulysses went on pouring the wine into the bowl and he went on drinking it. At last, he told, "Oh my guests, you have pleased me. The wine was very delicious and tasty. As reward, as gift, I will give you, bestow some gift upon you for giving me such delicious liquor you have given me." Saying this, he sank into deep sleep. They were waiting for him to sleep now. He became insensible. He was not aware what was going on around. As planned earlier, when the giant sank into deep sleep, Ulysses called his four courageous men. He took that burning stake, wooden stake, and as it was made, sharpened, the point was sharpened before only as planned, Ulysses and his men will place that wooden stake, that is wooden stake, in the fire. They placed the wooden stake in the fire until red hot. They placed it. Once the wooden stake was red hot, Ulysses and four of his men summoned all the courage. They took all their courage. They went near the monster. The monster was fast asleep. As planned earlier, they went and pierced into his eye. As soon as they pierced into his eyes, Polyphemus got up shouting and yelling. It was so painful for him that he asked, "Who is that who blinded me, who hurt me?" Then Ulysses says, My name is No Man, you are guest. You were very cruel to us. That is the reason we blinded you. We hurt you. Is your name No Man? No Man, why did you hurt me? No Man, why did you blind me? They gave this name No Man. They fooled him because he should not come to know their name. So he started yelling and shouting out of pain that night. In the midnight, these all were brothers. Other Cyclops were living in the other caves. No, those brethren, they came out of their caves to see what happened to this Polyphemus. When they came, they heard Polyphemus was crying. They asked Polyphemus, what is wrong with you? Why do you shout and cry? Then Polyphemus told, no man has blinded me. No man has tried to kill me. No man has hurt me. Then he told, no man has hurt me. No man has killed me. All you, the Cyclops, those who came there, they thought, when no man has hurt you, when no man has killed you, then when no man is with you there, then it's understood that no man has done any harm to you. Maybe it's a curse which is given to you for your sin by the God in the heaven. It's a curse as punishment God. Maybe other ailment. Maybe he is suffering from ailment. What's the meaning of ailment? Ailment means disease. Ailment means disease. Maybe Polyphemus is suffering from disease, so he is shouting, now we are helpless, we can't help our brother. Saying this, they will go back to their caves. And then that day, Polyphemus, he was blind now. Next day, Polyphemus, as usual, he would take early morning, he would take his ram. A male sheep is called as ram, female sheep is called as Eve. This sheep, as usual, early in the morning, he would take all this sheep out of the cave to the pasture for grazing. No, it was his routine work. That day morning also, he went and sat in the threshold at the doorway of the cave. He opened the boulder, opened the mouth of the cave, and he sat in the threshold. As he sat in the threshold, waiting for the sheep and goat to move, he just watched there. Maybe Ulysses and his men, it's time for them to escape also. So he stood near the mouth of the cave in the threshold. Hostil antarala doorstep. There he sat. When he sat there, slowly he started sending all the Eve. Female sheep is called as Eve children and male sheep is called as ram. So he went on sending Eve's sheep and everything. When Ulysses had planned before, while escaping, what they had planned, they took one fattest ram, sheep, male sheep. Underneath to that, Ulysses he took the twigs, he tied all his men under the fattest ram. Underneath of the ram, he tied them there nicely to the body of the sheep. And he sent one by one. At last, he chose the fattest ram and he tied himself with the help of twigs and even he came. The last ram was moving, he came. He saw Cyclops was sitting there. He was blind, he could not see anybody there. He didn't even know that they had tied themselves and they want to escape also. He just touched their wool of the sheep. When he touched the wool of the sheep, underneath Ulysses was there. But he could not make out the difference because when he touched his hair, he felt that it was as good as the hair. Then all his men, they went out. They were tied to the ram. Then they all escaped. Tying to the ram, Ulysses tied himself to the fattest ram and even he went. The sheep took them out to the shore and then Cyclops followed them. He was following the goat. And when Ulysses and men came near the shore, Ulysses first, he first freed himself. He opened the knot of the twigs, he freed himself and then he helped his men by opening the knot of the twigs. He freed his men. Together together they started to run towards the shore. When they started to run towards the shore, they were so happy to see their companions, their friends. They had come in search of Ulysses and his men because they have come to know Ulysses and his men did not return home only. They searched everywhere. At last they came near the seashore. They were very happy to see Ulysses and men. And then they called them Ulysses and his remaining men, whoever remained. The rest all Cyclops had eaten them. So they went into the ship, and then as the ship was leaving the coast shore and it was going, Cyclops came to know that they escaped. Ulysses inside in the boat started to shout, "Cyclops, oh Cyclops, I would like to abuse you because you are very savage and cruel. You ate all my men, you never had least kindness also. Every day you devoured your guest. See what I did, I have blinded you." Then Polyphemus took a fragment of rocks and threw at the ship. When he threw at the ship, then Ulysses said, "Your anger doesn't make anything now. We have blinded you. Cyclops, if anybody asks you who blinded you, you tell them, Ulysses blinded me, and then Ulysses made me blind. I have become blind now. You tell Ulysses was the king of Ithaca, and then I am the destroyer of all the cities. It was me, Ulysses, who made you blind." Saying that, he set sail his ship and returned home very safely. This is the end of the story, children. And today's lesson, I will be giving assignment, and then question answers, and then the meanings. You have to refer dictionary and you have to search the meanings for it, and then send. And later the next class I will think what to teach you, children. Okay, good day children. Thank you.